Hello and welcome to DFS Coach Talk. Today is Monday, May the 16th, 2022. I am Joe Sarvati, affectionately known as Coach, and I am joined by the one and only Mr. Josh Crash Davis. Crash, how are you on this fine Monday morning?
Doing well. You know, my Bucks couldn't get it done yesterday, unfortunately, but without Middleton taking Boston, who I think is one of the better teams in the league right now, to 7 games, nothing to be ashamed of. We're still the champs from last year. And so, yeah.
A lot to build on, and they'll have Middleton back ready to roll next year, so you'll be right back in it. So that's a good thing. I'm still on a high from one of the most amazing games I can remember in the NBA. Nobody in the world, including Mavericks players, could believe that they'd be up by 50 in a game 7 on the road in Phoenix. Mind-boggling.
Yeah, it really is. And then the Brewers got a win yesterday. Got to take the series. Took 2 out of 3 against the Marlins. So
very nice.
Good.
Yeah, baseball was pretty good. We had some ups and downs there. And nice thing about today is we've got a solid 11 games main slate that starts at 7:05. So it's nice when we have heavy, night slate where we can really break it down for the main, the main games. And we do have a little weather we'll have to watch on the East Coast. There's a little bit of severe weather there. So we'll keep an eye on that as the day goes on. But the nice part about it is if you want that info and, you want to check in at work, or if you work from home or whatever it is, you can jump in Discord with us. We're at DFS Coach Talk on Twitter. You can also find some of our information there. If you do want to join us in Discord, go to dfscoachtalk.com. You can sign up for as little as a 3-day pass. We have a 5-day, a week pass, whatever suits your fancy here. We're going to have an NBA game every single day starting tomorrow. They'll all be showdown slates. They go every other day for the East and Western Conference Finals, and they both should be fantastic. I mean, we've got the Warriors and Mavs, and then the Heat and Celtics. So fun games, a lot of good competition here. It should be fun. So we'll have all those main slate single game showdowns every day, and we'll have baseball every day. And then I don't know if you know this, Crash, but this is the PGA Championship week in golf.
I saw that.
Yeah, so it's going to be a really fantastic one. A lot of Millie Maker contests on the sites. So we'll have a podcast posting for that on Tuesday rather than Wednesday. So you'll have that PGA Championship podcast tomorrow, a day early, to work on that for those Millie Makers. So get those contests locked in and held for now, and then we can build those lineups tomorrow. So it's a busy week. Should be a fantastic week, and we'd love to have you join us. The last thing before we dive into these games, presenting sponsor for this podcast is Prizepicks. We'll share a couple of our top Prizepicks plays for the day in baseball for you on this podcast. We will be adding some as the day goes on and we see how the weather is, if there's any pitching changes, anything that can shift anything on the slate. And then we'll share the rest of those on Discord. If you want to join Prizepicks and you haven't yet, maybe you've been heavy into the basketball now that it's single games and you want to spread it around a little bit. We've had a lot of success in our Discord with our members and our other pros here. You can join Prizepicks by going to prizepicks.com, use the promo code Coach Talk, all one word, and they will match you dollar for dollar all the way up to $100 on that first deposit. All right, Crash, we're into this. We hit as normal. We're going to hit pitchers, Prizepicks, BVP, stacks, and HR. Why don't you start us off with your buy-up pitcher of the day?
My top pitcher is going to be Freddie Peralta, 9,700 on FanDuel, 10.5 on DraftKings. Going up against Atlanta, they have the highest strikeout rate this season at 25.9%. And in their last 3 games, they've been striking out at 32.2%. So very high strikeout rate. Not as confident in him as I have been with some other of the top options that we've been using recently. So if someone wants to use somebody like Tony Gonsolin against Arizona or Miles Michaelis against the Mets, I think those would be my other two top options. But for me, Freddie Peralta is going to be my top guy.
And I knew you were going to go with him, but I like him too, man. I just don't think you can pass him up here. I mean, going against a team that strikes out as much as they do is pretty, stout. And Freddie's done great. 3.33 Sierra, his ERA's just at 3.07. Top strikeout percentage, as you said, on the entire slate, 33%. Walks at 10%, which is about normal. Hopefully he gets those down a little bit.
Yeah.
But with the fact that how much they strike out, I mean, I think, there's a lot of Ks on the board there against this Braves team. So I think Freddie Peralta, just spend the money, buy up, even at that 10-5 number, I'm fine with going with Freddie here. I think he's the guy. The second guy is the one where you can get a little bit more, savings mode here to try to make sure you can get enough hitters. So who is your value pitcher today?
I'm actually going to go with Yusei Kikuchi. He's 7,500 on FanDuel, 6,300 on DraftKings, going up against his former team. He pitched well, though, in his last two starts against the Yankees. He went 6 innings, struck out 7, only allowed 1 run, and then 5 1/3 innings, struck out 7, and only allowed 2 runs. So I like him here at home against, the Mariners. It should be a better matchup for him than the Yankees were. So hopefully he pitches as well, or better against them than he did with the Yankees. So,
yeah, could be. I like Garrett Whitlock. I love his numbers. He's got a 29% K percentage, which is second on the slate. He's cheap, 7,600 on FanDuel or on DraftKings. 2.93 Sierra, 2.02 ERA. He's been solid all there. His walks are great, 6%. He looks tough across the board. I know, he's facing a team that doesn't strike out a ton, but Houston is a tough team. I know that's why people will dodge him, but he hasn't done anything to hurt his, standing at all. And, there are some outs towards the bottom of that Houston lineup that you can get. I don't know if this will be a top strikeout game for him, but anytime you can get your SP2 at $7,600 that has the second highest strikeout percentage on the slate, I'd take him.
Yeah, I like that call. For my fade pitcher, I'm going to be going with, and I don't know how much ownership he'll see, but Brad Keller is 9,200 on FanDuel. He's 7,200 on DraftKings, so a lot cheaper there. But he's going up against the White Sox, and they have four guys on their projected lineup that have over 30 at-bats against him. And Yohan Moncada has had the most success against him, and he was recently added back into the White Sox lineup. So I think it's going to be a tough day for Brad Keller, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be pretty warm, too, in Kansas City today.
Yeah, I think it's a good call. For me, it's a guy that might get some ownership, but I think he's in for a long day, and that's Ian Anderson from Atlanta. This is just a really tough matchup for him. And Anderson has been trending in the wrong direction, man. His Sierra is a 4.48. His ERA is up to 3.69. He only has a 22% strikeout percentage and a 10% walk percentage against a team that will take some walks. So I don't like the feel. I actually rostered him as my SP2 last time, and it was scary watching him. He was just not sharp. And he's going against a team in Milwaukee, as you know, that can really take advantage of that. So I think he's a great fade here, and I'm even going to grab some of the Milwaukee guys against him, especially the lefties, with Wong and Yelich and Tellez. So we have 3 of the top 4 hitters, all lefties, against a guy that's, been a little rocky. I think he's a good guy to avoid completely.
Yeah, I like that call. So that leads us to Prize Picks.
Correct.
Okay.
Prize Picks it is.
All right. I have Miles Michaelis over 25.5 fantasy score. He's gone over this number in 6 of 7 starts.
Okay.
And he had 7 shutout innings with 40 fantasy points against the Mets on April 25th. So I think I don't think he's going to get to 40. I think he'll probably end up somewhere around 30, 31 is what I'm projecting for him. So, but I do like it over at 25.5.
That's a good play. And I'll tell you, I went against Michaelis last time and I learned my lesson. He's a crafty pitcher. I mean, he doesn't have overpowering stuff. He's just a pitcher's pitcher. He hits corners, he nibbles around. So, he's a dangerous guy for sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with what I said earlier. I'm going under Ian Anderson, 27.5. I think that's a pretty big number for a guy that I think is going to get smacked around. I have him literally at 22. So I don't usually have somebody projected 5.5 points under their Prize Picks number. So yeah, I really like Ian Anderson under 27.5.
Yeah, I like that call too. My next play is going to be Alex Wood under 25.5 fantasy score. He's facing Colorado and Coors. They have 7 bats in their lineup that have hit 300 or better against Wood. So, and they've all seen him, multiple times. So they have a lot of history against him.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I think that's a great play. I went straight to Freddie Peralta over 6.5 strikeouts. I think that is a number he should get to. This Atlanta team, like we say, I mean, they're striking out, as the top 1 or 2 teams in the league striking out. So I think, Freddie at home, real good spot for him to throw like 9 Ks up on the board. So feeling good about that one as well. Did you have a third by any chance? Because I put a hitter in there.
I didn't, but go ahead and give yours and I'll look real quick and give mine.
Okay. I like Freddy Freeman today. He's been sort of quiet a little bit here and there, but his hitting fantasy scores only 6.5. And some of the real top-notch guys are 8, 8.5. So to get 6.5, it doesn't take a whole lot. And so I really like him to smack that number. I think it's too low for Freddie. Great spot here. He's hit this guy before. So I feel good about Philadelphia Freedom, as they call him, the old school Elton John song for old timers.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to take Rowdy Tellez over 5.5 fantasy score. I think that's pretty low considering the matchup like we were talking about and how he's been playing, especially at home. So I
love it. And I'll say, we usually rank 1 through 5 crowns for our DFS picks each day, and we put that in our Discord. We don't particularly rank them, for Prize Picks, but I can tell you this is my favorite Prize Picks grouping for baseball all season so far.
Wow.
Anderson projected fantasy score under 27.5, Freddie Peralta over 6.5 strikeouts, and Freddie Freeman projected fantasy score over 6.5. So I'm going to be posting that. I'm expecting to go 3-0 here, and I'm pretty pumped.
I hope you do.
I hope so.
I'm going to go for my BVP play. I'm going to go with Trey Mancini. He's 2,800 on FanDuel, 4,200 on DraftKings. He's hit 400 with 6 hits and 15 at bats, including a home run against Luis Severino. And he's hit a home run in 2 of his last 3 games. And I know you know that because you've been using him quite a bit lately. Yeah,
he's been on my radar. And, I think that's a great pick again. I considered him again, but I thought I can't go to the well the third time in like 4 days.
Yeah.
So, I've been riding some of that good Mancini stuff there, no doubt about it. I have a tie. So I have 2 guys I'm going to throw out BVP-wise. I could not make the decision. I like Justin Turner against Bumgarner here. He's faced him 72 times with
Yeah.
19 hits,
Mhm.
4 homers, and 5 walks, 8 RBIs, and a steal. So you talk about a guy that's seen somebody that can hit him.
Yeah.
Nice amount of hits, nice amount of walks, and a lot of power. So that was really my top one, but I had to slide in Xander Bogaerts. I think he's in a perfect matchup against Odorizzi. He's hit him before. I really like that the Boston hitters today. And I think Bogaerts will get a big piece of that right in the middle of it.
Yep. And speaking of that, that brings us to our stacks.
Yep.
I have Boston as my GPP stack because I don't think you're going to see a lot of ownership.
Right.
You have obviously both sides of the Coors game. And then the Brewers against Ian Anderson and the Blue Jays against Chris Flexen are my top stacks.
Yep. I mean, you know how I pick on Flexen all the time.
Yeah.
We used Flexen back in the KBO days during COVID.
I know.
And I didn't think he was that good there in Korea, let alone here. So you can
Right.
always pick on Flexen. I agree with you there. I think Milwaukee's got some good sticks. But my second play, my GPP stack again, is also Boston. I don't think a lot of people are going to be on them against the hot Astros who are in first place. So I do like Boston's hitting, but I don't care if it's favorite. I don't care if it's Coors. I don't care. I like Colorado versus Alex Wood.
Yeah.
You mentioned it. They've seen him a million times. They can, a lot of guys in that lineup have hit him. It's in Coors, good weather. All I can eat, sometimes you just take it. And, Colorado's players are not priced badly for being Coors players.
True.
So you don't have to sacrifice everything. You can still have a Peralta and put a Colorado stack together.
Yeah, and you can play the Brewers are usually pretty cheap, especially guys like Tellez and I think Andrew McCutchen, if he's back in the lineup, he has really good BVP against Ian Anderson. So that's another one you can keep an eye on for the Brewers.
Yeah, I'll have some Brewers in the lineup today for sure. All right, and to finish up, what is your HR call today?
I'm going to go with Vladimir Guerrero against Flexen.
Oh, you got me.
I got you. Uh-oh.
Wow.
So
all the players in the league, 22 teams playing.
Yeah, that was your home run call, huh?
My home run call is Vlad Guerrero. Can you believe that?
I can make a pivot.
All right. I don't have a second one written down. I was so positive you would not pick Vlad Guerrero.
I'll make a pivot here. Hold on.
Jump on Vlad, man. The fact that that only happens once in a great while that we have the same guy. And especially it never happens on a slate with 22 teams playing.
Right. Yeah, I know. That's crazy.
Jeez.
I'll take he'll probably be mega chalk, but I'll take CJ Cron against Alex Wood.
Yeah. A part of that, he'll be in my stack for sure. Just to give you an idea, there's 198 guys in the batting order today, and we chose the same one. 1 out of 198.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's not like he's just been absolutely smashing lately.
No, he hasn't been smashing. It's not a game that we're like zeroed in on or anything.
Right.
That's
wild.
Maybe it'll be a double dong since we both picked him. Who knows?
I hope so. That'd be nice.
Outstanding. All right, fantastic. That's pretty much everything right there. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit the thumbs up. That really, really makes a big difference. We've had good views lately, but our thumbs up have been lacking a little bit. Really, that makes a lot of difference for us. And then hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and the little alarm in the upper corner, because you want to get all of our podcasts. Tomorrow, you're going to get a triple header of podcasts. We'll have this baseball one in the morning. We'll have the PGA for the PGA Championship tomorrow. And, of course, the first NBA conference finals game, Boston and Miami. So definitely hit that alert button so you know what's coming up. I want to thank our presenting sponsor, Prize Picks. Go to prizepicks.com. use the promo code Coach Talk, and they will match you dollar for dollar on their first deposit, all the way up to $100. If you want to check us out on Twitter, we're all at DFS Coach Talk. Crash is at JP Davis 1982, and I am at Joe Sarvati. So that is it. It should be a fun day. A lot of good night baseball. No distractions with any other major sports going on, so we can focus on some baseball and try to take some stuff down. So we'll call it Money Monday. We've done that before. Money Mondays have worked for us. So let's go get it. Any final words, sir?
No. Like you said, we can focus 100% on baseball today. So looking forward to that, and hopefully we'll crush it.
We're going to get after it. So really appreciate everybody listening in. Thank you. It means a lot to us. Put some comments there. Anything, if you have any questions, let us know on YouTube or on Twitter. We'll be happy to get back to you on those. All right. Have a wonderful Monday here. Enjoy a new start of a week. Let's make it a really big money-making week with some great contests out there. So have a great day, and we'll catch you again tomorrow when we look to crush it in MLB Prize Picks and DFS.